the fuck is up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. In today's video, it's time for April favorites and fails. Cause bitch, it's gonna be May. I forgot to add the freaking outro for that for today. So, every single month we come back, I talk about all of my favorite products. I typically don't mention palettes because I do anticipate on doing a palette ranking here soon. I just really want to make sure I'm testing the palettes before, you know, I just go and rank them every single month. Since I do try out a lot of palettes, I don't get to try them as much as I like to in a shorter amount of time. So I talk about products mainly that were either favorites that I reach for a lot, or I don't know, it's just like, even if I didn't use them that much, they really wowed me off of like the first few times using them. So that's what we're going to do today. And I also talk about some epic fails for the month because I had some, I was like, did I have any that I really didn't like this month? But yes, I did. So if you guys like favorites videos, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. And I see other bitches coming in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? How do we feel about this basic AF look for tonight? Happy weekend, everyone. Okay, so let's dive in because today's video is sponsored by Luisa, okay? I have been working with Luisa for the past little over a year, I think. Y'all know by now. You see me wear their pieces all the time. I fucking love Luisa. Do not judge on how red my ears are. My ears are always red. But all the jewelry that I'm wearing today, except for my nose ring, this never changes, really. So everything else, both my earrings, the necklace, is all Luisa, and they're always a favorite. And they're having a Mother's Day sale. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And I have exciting news. Okay, we're going to get there. So if you're unfamiliar with Luisa, they are a sustainable jewelry brand. You can shop them online. I love working with them. They make it super easy to shop. Also super sustainable. Like I said, everything is like recyclable, really minimal sort of packaging, which I love. Everything comes in these little dust bags. It's just overall super cute. But the quality of their pieces is what I like so much about them, and the fact that they don't make large quantities of their products, so they're not just making a bunch and then they ended up getting tossed or whatever the case is. They make everything in small batches, so it seems like it's a little bit more like exclusive, you know what I'm saying? And the quality of them is incredible. So you guys have seen me work with them. You see me wear their pieces all the fucking time. I love them. And I just love sharing their shit with you guys. So today I'm wearing a couple different pieces. I'm going to show them to you really quickly because these right here just scream summer to me. Look at these earrings. And I'm going to show you them on the screen as well. So these are the Michelle earrings. They're $75. They're currently running right now. Buy one, get one 40% off. So for Mother's Day, shop for yourself and for your mother. We love that for us, right? So Michelle earrings are in my first hole, and then on my second hole, let me scroll over here, and then I'll give you guys a zoom at the end so you guys can actually see what these look like. So the second hole is going to be Elisa, which I think these ones are going to be one of my favorite pieces. I just love these little cuffs, especially for like my second hole, and I love the fact that it's got the crystals in there. They're just dainty, but they look super expensive, and that's what I love about them so much. And I'm not really a necklace sort of a gal, but this one I saw, and I'm like, this would be a perfect gift for Mother's Day because it's small, it's dainty, and I'm one person, I don't like wearing necklaces a lot because they're usually too short for me. So this one, it sits perfectly for me. It's got the mother of pearl on there with the rose engraved on it. It's just super cute. I'm into it, and it's not too over the top. And the biggest thing for me is it's long enough. So I think their products start out at $35. They don't go more than, I want to say it was like $125. Like I said, it's super affordable for getting really great quality pieces. But here's what I'm most excited about because I featured these earrings in my Best of Beauty for 2021. And everybody is always asking for more silver pieces. So everybody, if you want to know my favorite earrings I've ever gotten from Luisa, it's the Paris style, and they're available in silver now. I'm over here like, yes, bitch, give it to me. I'm so excited. I definitely plan on getting these for next round, or if I don't get them, I'm gonna fucking buy them because I love these. I also love the fact that they're like statement pieces. They're not too over the top, and they don't weigh down on your ears. So, oh, excuse me. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up really quick just so you could see what these look like on me. And let me know what you guys think of the pieces for this month. Look how cute. I don't know why. I just think this is so summer vibe. Super cute. And then let me get up for the necklace. Yeah, I love it. So if you guys are shopping Ana Luisa, make sure you guys check out the description box. I do have a tracking link down there. It's not affiliate. They just use that link so they know exactly where their customers are coming from. So it's linked at the top of my description box. And don't forget to buy one, get one 40% off. All that being said, thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. And thank you to you guys for watching the video, because obviously without you guys watching, I would not get sponsorships. And it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy working with brands that I already know that I love. And I feel like you guys see it all the time. I wear them all the fucking time. It is what it is. Now, let's get into it, because I think we spend enough time on Ana Luisa. Even though I love y'all, there's some of these other products that I love so much that I want to share with you. So let's start with the lip that I'm wearing, because a lot of these products I'm wearing, there's some repeat like categories. So let me just say it. There's a lot of fucking highlighters, okay? So let me start with the lip cocktail that I have on today. So I have been loving, I haven't had this very long, but this immediately became a purse lipstick, which does not happen often. But the Pat McGrath, what are these even called? The Satin Allure lipstick, I'm assuming, in the shade Negligee from the Bridgerton 2 collection. I love lips like this. It's just a perfect pinky nude. It's a more satin formula, like I said. It doesn't have like one swipe application. You do have to swipe it a few times to get that pigmentation, but on the lips, it just looks beautiful. Really comfortable formula. I really like this packaging as well. It's not the highest quality packaging, but I think that it's really cute packaging for a fair price. But I always recommend do not pay full price for Pat McGrath, simply because right now there's a 30% off going on the website. There's always Pat McGrath sales, and somebody had told me you could take the bow off and wear it as a ring. I'm going to keep it like this because I think this packaging is cute as fuck. So I really like that. And then another lip product, I've talked about this previously in, I think, my last favorites video maybe, but this is a different color. I've been reaching for this one more. These are the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums, and I think it was Apricot Glow that I reached for more the last time. This is the shade Bear Glow. So I've been putting this one basically on top of what I'm wearing now. If I have just like a pinky nude lip on and I want it to look a little bit more glossy, throw that bitch on top and shit. Michelle said we love a sponsorship. Yes, we do, baby. So these Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums, I believe I posted a YouTube short swatching them all. The only one that I have not touched since doing that video is the darkest one, just because for me, it's a little bit too dark for my liking for a more glossy formula. But these ones that are like a pinky nude or a peachy nude, an apricot nude, I am all about that life. I just prefer a basic ass lip color, but I will dabble into some vibrant colors from time to time. But typically they're going to be like liquid lipstick forms, like Unearthly Cosmetics, for example. So speaking of Unearthly Cosmetics, I recently tried the sleepover collection over on my TikTok. So I did a tutorial basically using the blushes, the palette, and the highlight. Now this highlight, I wanted to feature it for this month because I love a pink highlight so fucking much. Give me every pink highlight on the market and I will fuck it up. I love pink highlights. But this one for me, it's super unique because it looks almost like a duochrome. In the pan, it's kind of trippy because these, like the formula for Unearthly Cosmetics, I feel like you would think they would accentuate a lot of texture. But when you apply these, especially with the Unearthly Cosmetics brush, where is it? What is this called? The A4, I don't know if it's going to be still the same one because I believe that these were from Alien Cosmetics. But the A4, I love using with this formula because it just creates the most beautiful sheen on your face. And this one, it's a pink, but it's got a soft, like champagne reflect to it. Super pretty. I love it. It does accentuate texture just a tiny bit, but it's not really sparkly. It's more shimmery, if that makes sense. So I really like that formula. I really like that collection. It's just, I haven't been able to test it out enough to say anything more about the blushes. I think I've only used the blushes one time, and I really want to try. Like, I have this whole drawer. Look at it. Let me show you. I have this whole drawer of blushes that I still need to try. It's fucking crazy. So, keep your eyes peeled for Unearthly Cosmetics. They got a lot of stuff dropping. I know that they just had their, the Leather and Lace palette pre-order, the Don't Be Jelly pre-order, the Magnetic palette pre-order. I think that started on yesterday? I have an affiliate link down below. You could use code BRITCHES for 10% off for Unearthly Cosmetics. I just fucking love them. I love their products. I love their packaging. And I just love the vibe. I love Amanda. And that's it. Okay? So, next one. I've been reaching for this. I don't even know why. It's a product I've had for a really long time. And I just started reaching for it because I purchased a new one during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. It's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. How long have I had Fix Plus in my collection and I just never touch it? I believe I have this one. This is the coconut one. I've got a mini size. I've got the original again now. So I've been using just basically like a plethora of Fix Plus. I don't necessarily love this for setting my makeup because I don't think it does anything for longevity. I like it to basically make all of my powders look more skin-like because I have been using a bit more powder. I do get a little bit oilier in the summertime, like especially my T-zone. It gets to be a hot fucking mess. So I really like using the Fix Plus basically like within the layers of my makeup. I feel like y'all know how I do my makeup by now. I'm always spraying my face. It's just a thing. Oh my god, so much is happening. My phone's ringing, my emails are going off. Let me shut that down real quick. Next one. Let's talk about a powder I just featured actually on my TikTok. Guys, if you want like reviews, like really quick reviews, tutorials, stuff like that, TikTok is where it's at for me right now. I'm just having the time of my life. So I just featured this one in comparison to the new Wayne Goss Weightless powder. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I slept on this for so long. I feel like this has been a very hyped up product for a long time, but not as much as it's hyped up now. So I gave into the hype for the Sephora sale. I'm like, all right, bitch, let me get this shit. So this is the, I think it's just Universal, or no, it's number 1 Mousseline Pastel, but it does have a slight brightening effect to it. It's got, a green, a purple, a blue, and a white powder in here. I want to get one that's like a pinky tone because I think that will be even more flattering on my skin tone. But this, in my opinion, is one of the best powders that I've ever used because it's so fine and it has a slight, almost like luminescence to it. You can't even notice it until you're like right up close and personal. And I think it makes your skin look even more skin-like when it has that radiance to it. I feel like I've used this every single time that I've done my makeup ever since that I got it. The hype is definitely real with this one. I love it. And that's all I got to say about that. But I did just try that Wayne Goss one. If you guys didn't see my TikTok comparing the Givenchy to the Wayne Goss, you should check it out. But I have not tested it with enough products. I've only tested the Wayne Goss, like the weightless powder, with the Wayne Goss foundation. So I need to test it out more with like my favorite foundations, like my Air Flash, before I make a claim that it's better than Givenchy. So as of right now, Givenchy is still winning for me. It was a favorite for this past month, but Wayne Goss might be coming for it. We'll just leave it at that. So let's talk about Westman Atelier real quick. So y'all know how fucking bouge this packaging is. I'd say how this is like a fucking weapon every time I talk about it because truly, so heavy, so luxurious, so bouge. I have reached for this bronzer almost every time I've done my makeup. I do have this on my face right now. It's a little bit too light for me right now, so I want to get the deeper version. It's not anything spectacular. Like, I don't want you to feel like you need to run out and buy it. But if you're looking for a very nice bronzer, I do really enjoy this one, especially when I'm a little bit more fair. But is it my favorite bronzer of all time? No, Hourglass still is the top motherfucker for that. But this one is really good. Really like the packaging. And I've reached for it a lot this month. So just because it's a favorite for the month doesn't mean that it's a favorite of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I love that it comes with this bougie ass little dust bag. Love that for me. So sticking with Westman Atelier, the super loaded tinted highlighter. So there's another one out. As soon as I see this, I'm like, fuck. Every time one of these launch now, if it goes with my skin tone, I'm going to fucking buy it. These are literally My favorite cream highlight formula of all time. The GOAT. The GOAT is Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlighters. I said what I said. So this is the new, I think it's pronounced Peau de Sante or Peau de Sante. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to apply it for you today because it deserves its own moment. Look at this shit. So I had a lot of people ask me which one that I like better in comparison to Peau de Rose or Peau de Sante. I still really love Peau de Rose. I think if I had to pick a favorite, I would pick Peau de Rose because I'm a sucker for a pinky highlight. So this highlight, it's a little bit more subtle. It's not as glittery as Peau de Rose. And it has a more of like a peachy undertone to it. So I feel like you could see exactly where I apply it. This one to me is more of a blush, like a blush highlight for me. Whereas Peau de Rose is a straight up highlight. But this, I tell you, like camera does these no justice. They just don't. There's something about the way that this looks, especially when you sit further away. Do you see how different? I'm like trying to look over my microphone to make sure you could see. Even though I'm out of focus, it's like there's something that is so fucking spectacular about this formula. I love it so much. So if I had to recommend one, it really depends on your skin tone. I think that if you're lighter than I am, Peau de Rose, Peau de Sante, they might be more of like blushes, almost like how this one is on me. I think Peau de Peach or Peau, I think that's how you pronounce it, Peau de Peach. That one, it appears to be darker in the pan than it actually applies to your face. So I think if you're more fair than I am, Peau de Peach might be the best one for you, or Peau de Rose. This one I think is more ideal for my skin tone, maybe even like a tan skin tone, just because you still get that highlight effect, but it still has that like blushy look to it as well. These are just spectacular. If you have textured skin, like I know a lot of my audience is primarily like 40s and 50s. If you got textured skin, if you got aging skin, more experienced skin, as we like to say over here, these are that highlight. Even though they're $75, I literally regret nothing. They're incredible. The formula is chef's kiss. I've heard, I think like one person say it was too glittery for them, but it's because they didn't like a glitter on their cheeks. It's going to be something if you aren't opposed to glitter. If you don't like glitter, easy pass for you. But even though it has glitter, it's so incredibly fine. It's not like the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. You know how that's like straight up glitter? It's not like, you see it. You get it. Fucking gorgeous. Okay. Let's see. Elizabeth said, Britt, you have to use it as a base under blush. No, I don't. I don't got to do shit because it works out perfectly for me this way. Watch how Gucci Westman uses them on her channel. Listen, I'm doing just fine over here, but I will check that out just because I love watching other people's techniques, but I really don't feel like you need to do that. I think how I apply it works perfectly fine. So follow up on another highlighter because I haven't posted it yet. I'll be posting a video on this on my TikTok showing this on textured skin because I recently saw Michaela. I feel like every time Michaela talks about a product, everybody loses their fucking mind. So Michaela had mentioned these new Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk Multi-Glow Highlighters. I want to follow up on this because when I initially reviewed this, I did not like it. I was like, it's too glittery. It's just not for me. It's not ideal for textured skin. Which I still stand by the fact that I think if you have textured skin, you may not like this one. But the more that I use it, the more that I like it. And I say that because there is an overspray on this. So the first time that I used it, incredibly glittery. The more that I use it though, look how different it looks. If you caught the first video that I did using this, look how different it looks. I feel like it was glitter mania the first time that I used it. So just be mindful that this shade right here did have an overspray over it. I still feel the same as far as, like, I don't really feel like I needed to get the darker one, but I think the darker one will be better for me when I do have more of a tan. But as I used it, because in my TikTok that I'll be posting, it still does show up a little bit too, like, dark on my face. Or just, like, too dark for my liking. Because some people were saying in my last video, I could still make it work, which I can, but I just don't want to. So, I am loving this now. So, this is one example of why first impressions are not an end-all be-all for products. Because I'm just like you guys in the sense, like, I love to try products, and it is important to test them over time because of how your opinion can change on it. So this one, I would recommend this now. At first I was like, if you have mature skin or textured skin, I don't think I really would. But as I've used it, as I've gotten into the product, I do think that this is one of the most, I'm going to say, high shine, like blinding, beaming highlights that Charlotte Tilbury has done. So if you're not into that, this would be an easy pass for you. But definitely get into the product before making your decision. And that's all I got to say about that one. And then another very beautiful, super natural highlight that I've been loving is the what the hell is this called? The Glowy Super Gel in the shade Star Glow. So I haven't used this a ton, but I like to use this either as a very like soft natural highlight over the top of my complexion, or I will use this as an illuminating primer, that's what I did today. I just put it basically like on the high points of my cheeks, almost like how a lot of people use like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. It just has a really beautiful, soft, like luminosity because it's not glittery. This has just a really beautiful effect on the skin. Like when you first look at it, you're like, all right, it's nothing special. But this on the top of the cheekbones, it's a little bit more of a wet formula, so you want to proceed with caution, I think, if you're putting it on top of product because it is so wet. But once you put it on top, see how my skin, it just looks so much more, I don't know, it just looks more alive, I think, comparing like my freaking hand side by side. See how that just has a little bit of shine to it, whereas this one is just like meh? That's why I like this one so much. So this has become one of my favorites. I keep this in my primer drawer, but I like to mix it up, like primer, sometimes highlight. But if you want like a really soft, subtle, everyday highlight, perfect for mature skin or experienced skin, that would be one. Or if you got a lot of texture like I do, that would be a great one to use. So I think that's all of my favorites for No, it's not. I got another thing of makeup. So I have been testing these ever since I got them. So let's talk about these Vive brushes real quick. Do I think you need this whole set? Absolutely not. It was like $350 or something crazy like that. I want to show you my most used brushes and which ones I feel like would be beneficial if you already have a collection. Because I think that's what I like the most about some of these brushes is the shapes of them. So, like I said, I don't think that you need them all. I think the craftsmanship is fantastic. I really like the overall structure. I like how they all work together really nicely. The only thing for me that this collection is missing is a better foundation brush. So the foundation brush that's in this collection is this one right here. I don't like using brushes like this for foundation, but I do like using this for either like my cream contour, cream blush, even cream highlight if I really wanted to. I do like this one. So this is the 117 foundation brush. I do use that one quite a bit. I also really like the 119 Conceal and Prime brush. And the way that I like to use this, I'm going to show you another favorite product in the meantime. So I have been loving this product so much. And I noticed even more recently, I love it even more. It's the Bobbi Brown Corrector. So this one, I like to basically go in with my finger. Look at, I'm even putting this over the top of everything that I have on right now so you could really see the brightening aspect. Because I think that I could probably get away with not setting this down. But this allows me to get the most beautiful, look at that brightening. And it's like I already had some on, but once I get all of my makeup on over the top of it, it kind of loses that really like punchy brightness that it gives. So I like to just put this in with my finger. And then if I notice the edges are a little bit too harsh, I will go in with this brush. And I could either like feather them out a little bit, or I will spot conceal with this brush. It's a little bit bigger than one that I really like from Refer. Let me see if I can find it really quick. So there's one from Refer that I like as well. It's the 32, which I think Refer still has 40% off site-wide right now. If they do, There's a link in my description box for refer as well. So the Vive one is slightly larger than this one. Another brush that I really like that is kind of similar to this is the Angie Hot and Flashy brush with BK Beauty, the A506. So let me show you guys these all near each other just so you can see the size differences. So the Vive one is definitely the biggest of them all. And it's the most dense. And I think that's why I prefer it. I don't know if I should say the most, because I would really have to test it over time. But I like the fact, I'm pretty sure these are synthetic, when I thought they were natural hair, but I'm almost positive they're synthetic. So for being synthetics, these are pretty expensive, the Vive brushes. But I really like how dense it is. I like the overall aesthetic of it. I've been really enjoying this one, so let me put these away before I lose them. Another brush that I really like is the 223 Eyeshadow Packer. I use this a lot for pushing product right in my crease, setting that outer area, or even packing something all over my lid. I feel like this is something I would consider to be like a workhorse, or like the Sonia G Worker Pro. Kind of similar as far as purpose, not at all similar as far as like the actual structure of it. So it kind of reminds me of the Sigma, I think it's the E27, maybe, I can't remember. There's one Sigma brush that's, I'm sure you guys will probably know, but I haven't used Sigma brushes in fucking forever. So this one I do really like. I feel like that's my most used eye brush. I also really like the 225 Precise Eyeshadow Packer. I use this one a lot for basically my inner corner highlight and also my brow bone highlight. I just think it's, I don't know, it's got like a really unique shape. I don't have any brush in my collection like this one. Is this helpful, like me showing you guys what these actually look like? I do really like this one. Another one I really like is the highlight brush because I think that this is just really unique. It's the 125 highlight. So it's more of like a flat paddle side of a brush. It kind of reminds me of, what is it, the Wayne Goss airbrush, except obviously smaller. But I do really like this one. I don't use it all the time. I've been reaching for that Unearthly Cosmetics brush actually more than this one. But I do like, almost like how light and like airy this one is. But I feel like you need to, apply like very softly because it picks up product really easily. That's where I was trying to go with that one. Wowza. Other than that, all the other ones, I'm like, I'm glad that I have them, but did I need them? No. Did I need any of these? No, not really. So those would be like my top 5, probably like most unique / most used ones. All the other ones, they're great. I do really like them. I will probably use this lip in line mostly for a lip brush. But these are good. I really like how it came with this like packaging because I could use it for traveling and stuff like that. I'm glad that I own them. Did I need them? No, but I do overall really like the fact that I bought them because I'm biased as fuck when it comes to beef because I love beef products. So, aside from those, I think I have some fails for you. I'm pretty sure that was all the favorites that were beauty. I've got more favorites. They're coming, but I'm going to get through these products first. So, let's talk about some fails. Let's talk about the Lunar Beauty Sponge. I did not like this whatsoever. The reason I don't like this is because it's a little bit too dense for me. And I just overall don't really like the shape. I like the shape of this to get like my under eye. But because it's too dense is why I don't like it. If you're wondering my favorite sponge currently, it's the Thirsty Lemon or the Original Beauty Blender. I keep trying these sponges and I'm like, no, they just don't top this texture. This is like soft, pillowy. It's fantastic. I really love that one. Another fail. I've been testing this. I've tried it time and time again. I'm like, man, I really want to fucking love this, but it just does not happen for me. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I don't notice a fucking thing when I put this on my face. This is going back because I'm just like, no. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what it is about Danessa Myricks products that I never really am in love with them. And it's overall with this one just because it gives me absolutely nothing. Like, even when I put it on my skin, I'm just like, didn't I just apply like a glowy serum? Where is the glow? It's a fail for me. I'm sorry. I don't like it. So another fail is the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB cream. I thought to the pit of my gut, I was going to fucking love this. Because I'm like, all right, I typically don't like BB creams, tinted moisturizers and stuff like that. I love a good medium coverage foundation. But I'm like, okay, but it's Patrick Starr's brand. I feel like a BB cream for him, it would be much more suited to what I would probably look for. Bitch, if you got texture, woof, stay far away. It's horrible. It emphasizes everything. It looks like cake face on me. It is not it for me, sis. I'm sorry. That's another brand. I keep trying their products and I want to love them so much. I didn't try like their new cheek products, which I feel like those are very hyped up right now. You guys let me know. Kara said, hate the one size BB cream. Yuck. Oh man, I thought I was going to love that. I'm like, okay, if there's a BB cream that I'm going to like, it would be that. Nope. Still on the hunt for like a bomb ass BB cream. Except for like the Tower 28 tinted moisturizer. That's the GOAT so far. All right, a new one that I'm just like, I cannot get down with this. I can't fucking do it. I just tried it for the first time 2 days ago. Tried it again yesterday, and I'm just like, nah, bitch. This gives me Tati Beauty Blendiful all over again. So this is the new Wayne Goss. It's the Blender Puff. It's got a silicone base to it. It's got a more textured side on one side, so it's a little bit more, I'm going to say, fluffy. And then on the other side, it's a bit more smooth. So I watched Wayne's video. I'm watching how he's applying it, and I can't swipe my foundation. I have to tap my foundation. It's just a preference thing. I don't know what to tell you. So I tried applying it, and I'm just like, this is fucking, one, awful. Two, I got the fuzzes in my product, so naturally, immediately pissed. And then, it takes forever to apply that foundation. I'm still going to test the foundation, so I'm not going to talk about that today. If you want to see a 10-hour wear test, it is over on my TikTok. Right meow. I posted 3 videos on the Wayne Goss foundation, powder, and this. So this one, I could get down with this for powder application, but that's it. I think Kara, I fucking can't with you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Y'all don't gotta send me fucking super chats, okay? But I appreciate you. All right, Cheryl said the cheek clappers are very pigmented. That kind of makes me nervous, though. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I won't. Thank you, Kara. All right, so for this one, if you were to say, hey, Brittany, is it worth a shot? It'd be worth a shot if you like a puff, but I would be like, don't judge the way that this looks, okay? It looks fucking disgusting. I'm going to tell you, get the Beauty Blender Puff. This, to me, is better. I like how you could basically apply it just like this. I like this way better. I don't know. Even, like, holding it, everything compares to this. And the texture aspect, like how I was saying this has silicone in it, this is very similar to that. This is fucking winning. Nothing is topping the Beauty Blender one. So that's the one that I would recommend picking up over the Wayne Goss. So, I think that's all of the makeup products. Now let's talk about some bougie shit. Okay? You guys saw me haul one of these items on YouTube. And I just have to follow up with you guys because it's so expensive and because so many people are like, is it worth it? Are you glad that you got it? Yada, yada, yada. This bag is currently sold out. I don't know if it'll be back. From what I've seen previously from Louis Vuitton, once they're gone, they're gone. So this is the Neverfull MM, the black and white. Fucking love this. You know the shocking thing about this, though? The amount of compliments from men that I get with this bag, it blew my fucking mind. Like, men will walk by me and be like, yo, that bag's hot. I'm like, what? And don't get me wrong, like, obviously women still compliment it. I just was not prepared for so many men to say, like, they like my bag. It totally caught me off guard. I'm like, y'all got some good sense of style. I like it. I fucking love this bag. I'm so glad that I got it. One thing that I will mention, and this was actually mentioned to me when I first got it, if you're wearing like a colorful shirt, I got something on it right here, but that'll wipe right off. If you're wearing a colorful shirt, the very first time that I wore it, I put the white on my inside, and I I got red all over my bag. Luckily, it came off, but just be mindful that the color transfer, it definitely will happen. So if you're wondering my thoughts on the Neverfull, I traveled with this. It was a perfect carry-on. I think it's the perfect size. I don't think I would want one really any bigger. And the reason I say that is because I have this organizer, which I'll link this down below for you guys. If you have a Neverfull, this is a fucking game changer. Oh my God. Because there was like a couple days where I just used the bag without anything in it. And then once I added this organizer in here, bitch, game changer. Because I carry a lot of stuff in my bag. Like, I feel like you can't really see as much stuff that is actually in there. But especially, like, you got this little bag. I basically keep all of my receipts in here, or, like, extra paperwork and stuff. All of my extra just automatically goes in there. It's got a ton of pockets in it. The insert was, I think, like, $30 maybe. But, man, am I fucking glad that I got this. Because, especially since this bag is wide open, I feel like it's a pain in the ass, the fact that you have to get an organizer for a fucking $3,000 bag. But it's worth it. It's 100% worth it just because it keeps everything so much more organized. Especially, like, my favorite part about this bag is this key holder right here. Because I always lose my keys. Always. I usually have my big set of keys. This is, like, my bar keys. But because I use them so much, I just keep them on the same side that this is in. So I always know where my keys are. But another favorite that I have to mention, I didn't show this on YouTube yet, but bitch, look at this fucking wallet. Tell me that this is not a work of art. Oh my God. This thing fits so much stuff in here. Ridiculous. I'm not going to open it because I got a lot of shit in there. And I don't need y'all stealing my identity. Eh? But it's got compartments out the yin-yang. I did feature this on TikTok where I showed it like all opened up. If you guys want to catch that. I'm telling you guys, TikTok is the place to be for short form content if you are interested in hearing more about me. But another favorite I'm going to mention are the Desi sunglasses. What's the name of these? What is the name? Hold on. Top Shelf. Tell me that these are not sick as fuck. I bought 3 different styles for my vacation because I love the overall fit of these, and I love the colorways. I think I got these. I had the silver with the blue, and then I also got the it's like rose gold. I got these for vacation, and I fucking love them. They're bomb.com. So, I think that is everything for all of my favorites and fails. Another one, I'm going to mention this because it did become a purse product, and I really wasn't loving it when I first hauled it. The Givenchy, what the hell is this called? Hold on. Rose Perfecto Liquid Balm. So, when I first got this, I thought it was a lip gloss. So, that's where I was just like, little disappointed, but like I said, this became a purse product. And one thing that I didn't realize about this is it will stain your lips. Because there was one day I was like, we were out and I brought this with me and I kept reapplying it and my lips got bright pink. So just be mindful. I feel like my lips were probably like a brighter version of that. Even Shannon was like, why are your lips so pink? So it's like, for a lip balm, I like it. It's not quite a favorite. It's not quite a fail, but it's in the middle. But it did grow on me since trying it for the first time. Would I buy another one, though? Probably not. So there's a little follow-up for that one. So other than that, I'm looking at my purse to see if there's anything else I wanted to mention. But I think that that's everything for all of my favorites and fails. And I would love to hear what were your favorites, what were your fails. Keep in mind, I didn't mention any palettes, so that will hopefully be coming soon because I need to test more palettes. Like, not more palettes. I need to keep testing the palettes that I've already tried because I usually use them like once or twice and then I'm like on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So I really want it to be a fair ranking. So I might take like a top 5 or a top 10. You guys let me know what you guys want to see. But huge thank you to you guys and also Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out their buy one, get one 40% off if you are shopping for Mother's Day or just for your damn self. Fuck it. get 2 products for yourself, and I'm with it. So, again, I love these. You guys are thebomb.com. I want to hear your guys' favorites and fails, and stay tuned for Monday's video. We'll be back for new makeup releases. Okay, bye!